The strongest weapons in movies aren't always the biggest, boldest, or most terrifying. Today, we'll be ranking the top 10 picks for strongest weapons in movie history, and you'll see that there is a lot of crazy weapons in some movies. Alright, let's jump right in. Number 10, the Helm of Disjunction. Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Coming in at number 10 is a powerful headgear from Dungeons & Dragons known as the Helm of Disjunction. This weapon is only used by the best magicians in the movie, bringing destruction to all those who come close. The helm nullifies all magic effects, including barriers, and neutralizes almost all enemies' passive spells. It possesses enough power to render people in an area completely useless unless they possess strong magical reserves. The helm has the power to rival magical deities and mimic impossible spells casted by insanely strong witches and wizards. But like I said earlier, only the best can wield it, which is why we're bringing it in at the bottom of our list. Number 9, the One Ring, Lord of the Rings. With the fate of the entire world hanging in the balance, the fight for survival comes down to the strength of a hobbit holding the One Ring. The ring was created by Sauron, Dark Lord of Mordor, forged in the deep fires of Mount Doom. It's more powerful than all the other rings combined and would give the wielder total control of all the realms. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all and in the darkness bind them. Frodo becomes its wielder, but he soon finds out that the ring has a compelling force that corrupts its bearer, poisoning them with the evil of Sauron. In the process, it grants them the one thing anyone would desire, immortality, if that's what you call Smeagol's state. Due to its untamable power, the One Ring possesses its bearer with Sauron's evil and must be destroyed, which is why it comes in at our number 9. Number 8, the Elder Wand, Harry Potter. The Elder Wand, also known as the Wand of Destiny, is as powerful as they come. In the Harry Potter franchise, this artifact was said to be forged by Death itself and handed over to Antioch Peverell, who allegedly cheated Death. When united with the Resurrection Stone and the Invisibility Cloak, the Elder Wand made its bearer the Master of Death. The Elder Wand is a crazy weapon, but the wand only chooses the one who bested its previous master. It's also highly unstable, leaving it at number 8. Number 7, the Ten Rings, Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. Our number 7 pick is one of Marvel's most underrated superhero movies. The Ten Rings from Shang-Chi, with unknown origins, is no doubt one of the strongest weapons in the MCU. Discovered by Wenwu, the ring grants immortality, power, and some pretty cool fighting techniques. It's controlled by nothing but the mind, and with it, Wenwu single-handedly conquered wars, living over 1,000 years. The rings are an unstoppable force in the right hands, possessing insane cosmic power, though a lot of training is needed to truly be able to wield them. But they do make Shang-Chi give some incredible poses, and you just love how they synchronize to give some awesome fighting techniques. Number 6, Mjolnir, Marvel's Thor. Mjolnir, to me! We're not done just yet with the MCU. At number 6 is the weapon based on Norse mythology, but has inspired a lot of fans from around the world. I'm talking about Mjolnir, the iconic companion of the Norse god turned superhero Thor of Asgard. Mjolnir seeks out the most worthy of hearts and has the ability to pull down lightning. Scary. It can be summoned into any battle at any time or in any situation, but that's not all. Mjolnir can also absorb and redirect energy, allowing the wielder to fly at the speed of light. Funny that it got destroyed by Thor's crazy and all-powerful sister Hela. She actually just broke it apart with one hand. Now that's power. But, like every powerful weapon, there's always a catch. As engraved on the hammer, whoever so wields this hammer, if they be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. As it says, only those found worthy by the hammer can wield it, like we saw with Steve Rogers in Endgame. Now, as we approach our top 5, we're probably going to hit some nerves with our choices, but our number 1 pick is arguably the greatest ever, and we'll prove it. Number 5, the Lightsaber, Star Wars. Starting off with number 5, we have what many would maybe think is overrated, the lightsaber from Star Wars. Before you start arguments on whether it's good enough, you have to remember that these aren't just your average glow sticks. These are some of the most iconic weapons in sci-fi action and totally revolutionized the use of swords in movies. Let's have a quick breakdown of their power, shall we? Lightsabers are plasma swords powered by kyber crystals contained in a magnetic field. They can cut through almost anything and are only a match for themselves. What that means is if you try to use even the sharpest swords against these guys, you may not live to regret it. They can also reflect direct plasma beams, be linked with the user's will, and can be enhanced. The lightsabers can be very useful tools in good hands and are totally deserving of a number 5 position. I wonder what would happen if even Captain America tried to block one of these with his shield. Oh well. Number 4, the Death Star, Star Wars. If you're still struggling with lightsabers, you may not be too happy with our number 4 pick. For those wondering, it's the Death Star. This isn't just an ordinary intergalactic space toy, we're talking about a planetary warship that's the size of the moon. It serves as both a weapon of mass destruction and is pretty intimidating, often used to strike fear into the minds of victims. The Death Star possesses a powerful laser beam capable of turning an entire planet to ash with a single blast. The Death Star also possesses a complex defense mechanism that makes it almost impenetrable to weak or subtle attacks. This monstrosity also has the ability to travel through hyperspace and across dimensions. Now, breaking into the top 3 of our show, and I guarantee you that number 1 is something you can't possibly argue with. Number 3, the Genesis device, Star Trek. At number 3, we brought back another big one from Star Trek. I know what you're thinking, and it does seem as though they had all the cool devices. This weapon was first introduced in Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan. For some of our Gen Z viewers, you might want to check it out before criticizing me here. The Genesis device is a tool meant for habitation of inhabitable planets created by Dr. Carol Marcus. As the name, Genesis device, implies, it's a tool for a new beginning. Here's the twist though. Before it can rebuild, it has to wipe out an entire planet, making this an ultimate killer machine. This is ranked so high because it's the only weapon on this list that's capable of creation and destruction at the same time. Well, until you see our number 2, that is. Number 2, the Infinity Gauntlet, Avengers Infinity War. This weapon is no stranger to movie fans and ended what is by far the greatest Marvel franchise ever. I'm talking about the glove created by a couple of dwarves on a dying star. Yep, you've guessed it. Our number 2 pick is the Infinity Gauntlet, which actually is more powerful than it looks. The Infinity Gauntlet is a specially forged glove made to hold all 6 Infinity Stones at once. With each stone being the balance of the universe, whoever wields all 6 of these stones wields the power of the universe. And we already saw what the Gauntlet can do. This isn't just a weapon, it possesses the power to erase all life in the universe with just one snap of the fingers. The Gauntlet grants powers like reality warp, basic omniscience, omnipresence, time control, and so much more, but it isn't just about what it can do, it's about what it can wield. This weapon is so powerful that it sucks the very life of the person holding it. Not even Thanos could withstand it. In the endgame, the Avengers find themselves facing the worst. Although, this time, they had the Gauntlet in possession. Using it not only scarred Dr. Banner, it cost them their billionaire genius Tony Stark. But it still doesn't come close to our number 1. Number 1, the Anti-Life Equation, Zack Snyder's Justice League. We've talked a lot about the MCU and their different weapons, but our number 1 doesn't come from Marvel Studios. It's from the DC Universe, and no, it's not Superman. Taking our number 1 spot is Darkseid's iconic Anti-Life Equation. The Anti-Life Equation is simply a mathematical proof that all existing life is useless, and that all that matters is submission to the wielder. The Anti-Life Equation is so powerful that it allows the wielder to rearrange the whole universe and reshape it to their liking. Yes, the Infinity Gauntlet does something similar, but it's about the genius of the weapon. While MCU's Gauntlet involves the 6 stones that laid the foundation of the universe, Anti-Life is based on pure mathematical calculation. Victims under the equation instantly lose their free will and instantly are enslaved. Possessing the Anti-Life is like holding a mathematical book that allows you to edit and rule the multiverse. Well, there's my list of the greatest weapons ever to exist in movies. Did I miss anything? Write it down in the comments and I'll take a look. If you enjoyed this video, you can now check out this other video that appears on your screen. Click on it to see it. Click it!